Hold on. Also, just to let you guys know, we'll take some questions from the crowds as well. We'll take some questions from the crowd as well with David here.
You are, brother.
Let's talk about leadership. You're just on the topic of leadership, right? Let's talk about that. You were talking about when no one else brings that fucking energy, that fire, that passion, you got to be the one that fucking does it.
Right.
Now, there's levels of that game, and when I think about like the SEAL training and the levels of bringing that heat when there is nothing left in that tank.
Right.
You are drained out, everything, and yet they find a way to keep bringing it one more time. Talk about when you're up against the wall, bringing it.
So the thing about it is this, and I get hyped up about this shit. This shit makes me so hyped because when I was growing up, I didn't look for opportunities to be a leader. You have to be looking for them first. And don't look for them when it's 80 degrees, wind's not blowing, sun's out. Look for them when it's cloudy, when it's raining, when it's stormy. I mean that in your world of business. So for me, I was looking for opportunities when I was going through SEAL training. Why? I wanted to be a good SEAL. I wanted to be the best SEAL. And I looked for the opportunity when it was the worst. Wednesday night, hell week, no sleep. We've been up for 80 some hours. It's raining, it's cold. We had a guy die in this hell week, pulmonary edema. The whole class was just down. Head was down. I could see, the 1,000-yard stare. Why am I here? And everybody, even I was like that. But I was like, hey, someone needs to step up right now. So I was looking for the opportunity to step up. And the thing about it is, it doesn't take much to motivate people in those dark times. You just have to be the one that looks around and says, okay, I don't want to be here right now. Look around, look to your left, look to your right, say, okay, let me be the one in this dark time to shine. So about being a leader, you have to be looking to be a leader at all times. And the best time to look for it is when all hell is broken loose. And then you say, this is my motherfucking opportunity right now to break free and show them that they are working with one of the baddest motherfuckers out here.
Let's talk about kind of on that same topic there. I've asked this question before, and I love your answer on it, and that is, it's one thing to be a leader when the lights are on you, and people are looking at you, and you're in the glory of it, if you will. There's another thing, like, you look at what you've done, right? And yes, there's races that you ran where people were recording and watching and all that shit. But there's a whole lot more races where ain't nobody fucking out there.
I started this shit before social media, dog.
Before it's ever alive.
Yeah, before. I'm talking like 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just got on social media in 2016.
Yeah.
Just got on 16. So yeah, what you're saying is right.
And so you're running that Mount 21, ain't no motherfuckers around. It's you and scorpions.
That's right.
On the road.
Right.
Your shoes are torn. There's no more soles. Your feet are bloody. No one's looking. No one gives a shit, actually.
Nope.
They are not there to give a shit.
Nope.
And there's a unique person that has that ability to keep fucking going.
Yep.
What makes you keep going? What makes a leader keep going when there ain't nobody around? There's no social media.
No. That's the thing about it, man. Like, that's what drove me.
Yeah.
What drove me was the hidden work.
The hidden work.
The hidden work is what drove me. Like, everybody was people love the social media. Look at me, this is what I'm doing. They like catching a little flash moment.
Right.
It's a minute long, maybe 90 seconds long. I want to see what you're made of when there's no cameras.
Yeah.
When there's no cheerleading squad. When I was fat and there was no Jenny fucking Craig.
Yeah.
Like, when there was no one there to motivate you, to wake you up, that's when you know who you are.
Yeah.
And that's when those seconds get real long. And this is the thing I came up with, the 1 second decision. So when I'm out there running, or I'm out there doing pull-ups, I'm out there doing whatever, going to Ranger School, SEAL training, whatever, the 1 second decision is just that. So 130 hours, that's a lot of damn seconds. And that's what Hell Week is. So you have to win. It's not 130 hours you got to win. You got to win every fucking second within the 130 hours. And so like you can get to 129 hours in so many seconds and lose the last second and you quit. That's why those lonely times for me, that's where I grow. That's where I start to callous my mind. When there's no one out there in a support vehicle supporting me, it's me.
Right.
I got to come up with the motivation, the determination. I got to come up with the drive to put that step forward. And that's where you become, that's why people, man, I cuss a lot.
Yeah.
Because to make those steps happen when you are by yourself and you're 100 miles into a 240-mile run, you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
You're
no,
100 miles into,
No, I don't.
you know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucked up, right?
That's kind of fucked up.
And I don't like running. I was 300 pounds twice in my life. Everybody thinks it's always some game.
Right, right.
I was 300 pounds twice in my life. I'm a fat, lazy cat, period. But I knew being that person wouldn't get me anywhere.
Right.
So I knew the best way for me to be better is you have to be able to motivate yourself at all times, because that's what a leader is. A leader must self-motivate himself or herself, because how are you going to motivate other people if you're looking for a fucking spark? You got to be the spark at all fucking times. That's why a leader sucks. It sucks to be in charge, because you can't have a bad day. You have to always be on point. And you learn those skills by yourself. What motivates me? What keeps me moving on these dark days?
200, what'd you say, 30 miles?
40 miles.
240 miles.
Hit the 10 on it.
I don't know if I can run 240 yards. David, talk about, you know, again, there's like, you have this obviously cult-like following, but it goes back to you're different from everybody that I've ever fucking interviewed, celebrity. A lot of times they're trying to do it. They're trying to create
The brand?
The brand, a
Lying?
following,
Bullshitting?
lying. I didn't say it, you fucking said it. Lying, the selfie, rented cars, shit. The unique thing about you and all the times I've hung out with you is it's not even in your fucking head. Like, even the who's that carried the boat? Like the famous thing, that wasn't meant to be.
No.
That wasn't like, oh, here's a good fucking slogan we can use.
That just came out.
You know what I mean? Tell the story of how that came out, because you're different. You're not looking to do that shit. Build a brand and all that different shit. Talk about how that Build a Boat came about.
So basically that guy that came out in that video was Goggins. David Goggins was getting smoked.
Yeah.
So he woke up Goggins, because Goggins said, okay, motherfucker, you're being a little punk. So Goggins said, come in and take over. So Who's Gonna Carry the Boats came about when I was in Hell Week. And there were several times that I said it. But the first time I said it, we were under the boat, and we had a guy quit. And
How many guys are carrying it?
So we have 6 people.
Okay, 6.
Like in the boat, we have 2 in the front, which is the heaviest, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the back.
Okay.
So I was the boat crew leader. So I always put my weaker guys in the back.
Okay. Eddie.
That's fucked up. So I always put the weaker guys in the back, because why? As a leader, I don't want to drag them through training, but I also know where my strong guys are.
Okay.
So me and Bill Brown were in the front. Chris Kyle was in the middle. And I forget, see, this is what's fucked up. You can always tell when you ain't nobody special, I don't know your fucking name. So we got me, Bill Brown, Chris Kyle, and then 3 other dudes that were fucking weak. So, but what I did was I separated them and put one in the back. And the really weak guy, he was so fucking weak, that's okay, man, you're really hurting our broker. And you're hurting our broker to the point where we're carrying your weight. If you ask this question all the time, when do you know that you have to get rid of someone? When you try everything you can to get them through and get them to motivate themselves, and they continue to lean on you, they have to go. They have to go. And they'll go on their own. So all I did was, I was the number 1 guy, I was the heaviest part. I put them up in my spot. I held that boat number 1 spot for 4 days.
4 days.
4 days. So your neck is like this, because the boat's just lean on it, because everything is happens to be in the front of that damn boat. So I said, okay, I'm gonna put your ass up here for 5 minutes. He went up there for about 1 minute, and he said, I'm fucking done. And I said, come on, man. You can do this. You saw me do it for 4 days. You watched my back for 4 fucking days. You can do this. So I tried to talk him into it. No, Goggins, this shit ain't for me. So as he was leaving, my boat crew, their energy went with him as he was leaving. Because that's part of our team. So when I looked at my boat crew, I said, oh man, I gotta fucking motivate these guys now, because we are now down to 5 people. And it's supposed to be real fucking heavy, but it was really only 5 people in the first place. Because he wasn't carrying shit. That's right. So anyway, I didn't say that. So as he's leaving, I look at my guys, their heads are down, and I'm like, oh no. Here it is, it's slowly time. Hey motherfucker, as he was leaving, now that you're leaving, who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? And my boat crew was like, oh yeah, motherfucker, we are. And I was like, and from that became my slogan going all the way through.
Going through the Navy SEALs that was...
Going through butts.
Yeah,
going through first phase. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
So when you were screaming at Adam, he was walking away.
He was walking towards the bell.
To ring the bell?
Right.
To ring the bell. He was walking to ring the bell, and you're screaming at him.
Yeah.
Now
Who's gonna carry the
boats?
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs now that you're leaving?
Yeah.
And then my boat crew said, hey, Goggins, we will. And I was like, all right, that's the eyes of the sea.
Tell the story that I love you tell, the one of your, I guess it'd be like a drill sergeant there. When how do I say this without saying too much of your story? When you demanned him from a process of looking him in the eyes.
Taking souls?
Yeah, taking souls.
That gets benefit this shit.
Yeah, it's a good one, bro. It's a good one.
All right, so imagine this. I think it was my 3rd Hell Week, and I was the only person, maybe so here's you go through 3 Hell Weeks in 1 year. That's why I'm so fucked up now. So imagine we have like, I think maybe 10 boat crews, and then by the time we were at Wednesday night, I think we had 4 boat crews. So what happens is, you get 2 med checks a day, a morning med check, and then a night med check. So we're doing our night med check, and we're supposed to go down for our first sleep, it's Wednesday. So I think, like I said, 4 boat crews, so we have 6 people, and I'm boat crew 2, so I'm here, and then boat crew 1 is here, boat crew 3 and 4 are there. So the boat crews are now all fucked up, because you got really short people, really tall people, because like the Smurf crew, some people from the Smurf crew didn't quit, so they're here, and then with me at 6'1", Smurf crew is like 5'4", so they're not touching any fucking boat. They're like, I'm holding the boat, they're right here just running with the boat like this. So anyway, here we are right now, and we get our med check, we're coming out, and we have these little crates, these little egg crates. And in the egg crates are your boots, your shoes, your socks, everything's dry. So going through Hell Week, you are wet the whole entire damn time. But you're looking at dry clothes right now, thinking, oh my God, I'm about to get dry. So first couple people roll out, and what they're doing, the instructors see people come up, and the instructors want you to see this happen. So we come out of the med check, everything is dry, and the instructor starts to smile with the hose in his hand. He starts to wet down all of the egg crates with all your clothes, dry clothes in it. So then your motivation goes down. So now everybody's putting their clothes on all like this, real slow, and they're walking back out to their boats like this, because they want their clothes to touch their body. So they're walking like this. So this is where it gets good. So now everybody's demotivated. Hell Week's almost over, but they just want it to end now. About 36 hours left. So boat crew 4 now has the task of holding the boat up like this. That's all they gotta do is hold the boat like this. That's it. Boat overhead, okay, easy day. Boat crew 4 cannot do it, the boat's too heavy. By this time, everybody's a zombie. Boat crew 3 has a hard time getting the boat over their head and keeping it up for a while. So now, I am seeing this. So my process is thinking, these instructors are having a damn good time with us. They're enjoying the fact that we're suffering, as they should. Every Navy SEAL has gone through Hell Week, so now they're enjoying the fact that they're not going through it, but they're watching us get destroyed. So I had to play a mind game with myself, and I suggest you all do this in your life to give yourself some motivation, especially if you want to be a leader. You got to find motivation within yourself. It may not be real motivation, maybe false motivation, but it's still motivation. I'm looking at Boat Crew 4, Boat Crew 3, Boat Crew 2, my Boat Crew's next. So I'm thinking, okay, man, I bet it may not be real. This is what I thought. All of these instructors out here, they're laughing, they're smiling, they're giggling. They got their warm cup of joe, their big parkas on, because I went through winter Hell Weeks, it's cold as shit. They're out there dry, and they're just laughing. But this is when it got serious for me. I go, you guys are all laughing because you know on Wednesday and Thursday, we're fucked up. We can't move. We're moving like zombies. We have no strength. We're totally depleted. So you know we can't do much right now, so this is funny for you. Were they thinking that? I don't care. This is what I thought. So I said, okay, I got something for you. So what I'm going to do for you right now, I'm going to show you that Boat Crew 2 is not going to buy into the mind game. So I turned around to Boat Crew 2, and I said, look guys, we are going to not only put the boat over our motherfucking head, we are going to boat press this thing. So we're going to bring it down and toss it up. Bring it down and toss it up. And the whole time we do this, we're going to say, you cannot hurt Boat Crew 2. And they're like, hey man, Goggins, man, we're pretty fucked. We're tired. I go, look man, just follow my lead. And when they got to us, we tried it. It was like a big accordion effect. And I started yelling. Bill Brown started yelling. Chris Kyle started yelling. Before I knew it, Boat Crew 2 was tossing the boat up in the air, tossing it. Can't hurt Boat Crew 2. And then Boat Crew 4 was fucked up. Boat Crew 3 was fucked up. Boat Crew 1 hadn't even gone yet. They didn't want to go now. So we're sitting here just jacking it up. And this is what happened after that. They sat us down because we did so well. Gave us a 5-minute break, which is a big break in Hill Week. And I turned around. I looked at the instructors' faces. It was like someone literally ripped the soul out of them because they're like, man, I couldn't have done that. And that's what I saw on their face. That's a real thing. And we all sat down. It's called nut to butt. You're all cold. So you're real tight with each other and holding each other. That's what it's called. So we're sitting there nut to butt. And I turn around. I said, hey guys. I stand up. I said, hey guys. You're all sitting there nut to butt. And I said, hey, when all these motherfuckers go home tonight with their wives, they will be thinking of us and not them. So that's where that comes from. Taking souls.
Taking souls. Last question I got for you, we'll open it up. You mentioned this earlier, and for those people that maybe don't know you, you know, everybody, or everything that's following you lately, right? They see you now. They see you at 6'1", shredded like a motherfucker, doing all the stuff that you're doing. They see you as David Goggins, the Navy SEAL, but they don't see you as a kid.
Right.
They don't see you as the 300-pound at the Steak and Shake and the 7-Eleven donuts and so forth. Yep. That you tell the story on. But if you can, take us back a little bit, because I think it helps give people a hope of like, okay, you weren't fucking born this way, and then you just showed up out of the womb like, hey, motherfuckers, I'm here.
Right. People think that though.
Yeah, they see it now. They think, oh, this is just how his body just
became a savage.
It doesn't it? Yeah. Take us back a little bit of the kid.
Yeah,
what you went through.
What's great about it right now is my mom is sitting right here. My first cousin is sitting right here. And where's Johnny Nichols? Right there. Johnny Nichols is my best friend from high school. Well, from grade school. Basically, a lot of you really can't hurt me. And every word is true. I even watered it down so the stories in there watered down so that people could believe the truth. So when I grew up, I watched my mom get knocked out by my dad. My dad drug her down the stairs by her hair. And this was one simple, small thing that happened in that house. It happened every single day. The whippings, the abuse. And so when you're a young kid, and you see your mom go through that, and you see her endure that, and you endure it, but for some reason, I didn't give a shit that I got fucked up. I cared about her getting messed up. I don't know why. But what happens is that trauma, it doesn't make a man out of you. Okay? It doesn't. Some people will. For me, it did. It made me a coward. It made me lie. It made me cheat. it made me not want to achieve. I'm actually shaking up here when I'm talking about this shit. It actually made me not want to achieve anything. But I hid behind my lies. I hid behind the fact that if I can develop a character in life and hide behind that character, no one will know the truth about David Goggins and the fact that everything was pretty much sucked out of me at a young age. So, long story short, when I was couldn't read and write, basically, junior in high school, my mom gets a letter in the mail saying your son's gonna fail school. My mom worked 3 jobs, went to school full time. So when she leave for work, I didn't go to fucking school. I just stay home. And Johnny was there a lot of times with me. So anyway, what happened was, and the school I went to was very racist. They were, nigga, we're gonna kill you on my car. So I went from my dad to a town where 12 miles from where I lived, they burned the cross. The KKK burned the cross in the yards. And I say this, I'm so glad that you're here because the very town I lived in Indiana, since I made it, they want to act like shit never happened. They would act like, oh, we didn't do that shit. They would act like the Klan didn't march in our parades in 1995. They don't want to admit that shit. So when you say me, you didn't abuse me mentally for years of my life and act like the shit didn't happen. That's worse than you calling me a nigga every day of my life. So basically, they were erasing some of my past. Thank God the principal came by and said, when I wrote my book, Can't Hurt Me, he put the truth in there, because nobody else wanted to do that. Move forward. So this is kind of like David Goggins' mind. So all you out here who thinks that the shit, it just comes when you're born and, you have a problem and you can't fucking make it, I'm sorry you feel that way. It takes a lot of fucking hard work. It's not some fucking brainstorming session that people, that motivational people sit around and think about, what can we do to motivate? So when I speak to you and I cuss, don't judge me. I had to become something so that I could fucking make it. And that's what comes out of me every day I fucking speak. I got about 3 more minutes here and I'll fucking get going. It's a long fucking story. I wrote a book about it, so I'm not gonna try to give you the whole book right now. So then, my mom gets this letter in the mail, and my mom was very frustrated with life. Her life sucks. She was mentally and physically abused, and she was doing the best she can. So when she got the letter, from school, she never saw my report cards, none of that shit. She said, David, guess what? I got a letter in the mail, and this is what it says. Basically, you're not gonna graduate. She put the letter in my bed, she goes, you can do what you want. Roger that. I had to make a choice. I made a choice to start learning, try to learn. So I learned a lot of school. And anyway, fast forward, I wanted to join the Air Force, and I had to pass this ASVAB test. If I took the ASVAB test, I needed to get a 50 on it, I got a 20. And 20 is a very, very fucking low score. But in 6 months, my mom got me into it. In 6 months, I learned all of fucking high school in 6 months. I dedicated myself to myself. And I learned all of high school, went back, took the test, I got such a high school run, they thought I cheated. So I had to take it again. And I actually tried to cheat off of Johnny, but Johnny had a different test than I did, so I couldn't cheat off of Johnny. So anyway, here I am now. I get in the Air Force, I'm gonna be Air Force pararescue, and this is where everything fell apart for me. I'm 175 pounds. I got over some of my demons, so I thought I only surfaced the demons. I only surfaced them, as we all do, most of us. We don't go deep in them and dig down to the mineral soil of our demons. If I got the pararescue, I was fragile, and the water kicked my fucking ass. And so I have sickle cell trait, and they was drawing. So they were drawing my blood. If they drew my blood, they said, "Hey, you cannot be in the Air Force with sickle cell trait." I was so afraid of the water that my big dream of being a pararescue in the Air Force, I said, "Fucking thank God they're gonna kick me the fuck out of the Air Force." That's how afraid I was of the water. So, long story short, they kicked me out of training for a week. And the week goes by, I got to go back to the doctor and get my final out processing for the military because I can't be a PJ. I'm like, great, this is fucking awesome, get the fuck out of here. I didn't quit. There's like 12 of us left, I didn't quit, they're kicking me out, so I'm good. There's my big fucking, I did it, I didn't quit. God always knows when you're a weak motherfucker. So I'm skipping down to the doctor's office to get my great news. Think about this. The David Goggins, that some of you guys admire, at 19 years old, was skipping down to the doctor's office because they were kicking me out of the Air Force. I had no fight. Something got in my way, and I said, man, I'm gonna make it. If I don't make it the first time, I'm gone. I got to the doctor said, hey man, we're gonna keep you in the program. I was second in class, 1 point behind Honor Man. And I said, fuck shit, all right. But I missed a week of training. But I said, oh man, I got 2 weeks of fucking this program left, and I can make it. I got 2 weeks left. So I walked back to Sergeant Lumberg, the commanding officer, or he was a master sergeant, but he was in charge of the whole program of pararescue combat control. And I looked at him, I said, hey, they're putting me back into training. And he goes, that's great. We're gonna put you back into training, Goggins. You're a good student, you're great. There's not a lot of blacks in the program, you're gonna do well. But we gotta start you from day one. And I stood there in front of him and lied my ass up and said, hey man, when he was telling me about sickle cell, I need to get more information about it because I'm scared of it. I need to see what's going on. I wasn't scared of fucking sickle cell, I'm scared of the water. Scared of the water. It's funny as fuck. Now. So, long story short again, I leave pararescue training, I go on to do another job called TACP in the Air Force. I went from 175 pounds to 297 in about a year. And my best friend over there, we didn't see each other because he was in the Marine Corps and I was in the Air Force. He didn't even fucking know I was that way. I hid it from him because I knew he'd be disappointed in the man I became. So I hid it from Johnny. He never knew it. And then that's when the whole Navy SEAL thing came about. I had to figure out a way that I could look at myself in the mirror. So when you see David Goggins on Instagram and you want to judge me, if you want to judge me, you don't know a fucking thing about me. Because what comes out of me is a man that came from dirt shit and said, I am going to overcome every single obstacle in front of me, mentally and physically, to become exactly what I want to be, and that's what I did. But that's what it takes. It takes total accountability of who you are. It's the live autopsy that we never do. I can sit up here right now in front of you all and feel like crying and feel emotional. I'm fine with that, because I know what the fuck it took for me every day to be here. But a lot of you don't want to go inside deep in your hearts and do live autopsy and see what's fucking you up. What they do is they figure out why you died. God cut you open, they see you had a fucking massive heart attack, a stroke, you had cancer. But a lot of you out here right now are fucking living in fear. Living because you're not great at something, you're not smart enough, you're not good looking enough, you didn't come from the best parents, where the fuck it may be, and that's your fucking excuse. But do a lot of autopsy on yourself. Cut yourself open while you're still alive and see why you're fucking dying, while you're still living. And figure out why you are where you are. You're not that leader that you want to be. You're not where you want to be financially. You're not where you want to be in the relationship that you're in. You're not where you want to be mentally in this world. And it's all because of you. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Hispanic, female, all the LB, everything. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not making fun of shit. I just don't know it all. But it's real. I don't care who you are, from everything out here in this world. If you're not making it and you're blaming somebody else, guess what you can do the whole rest of your life? You can blame somebody else all the way to your fucking grave. Long story short, Merry Christmas.
I have to be prepared.
I came from a very humble background. Migrated here 16 years ago.
No.
2 months after coming to America from Nigeria, I lost my mom, which was the only person I arrested on. I had to pull out of school and then going back to school again for, to become a nurse. A few years after that, I was supposed to, while I traveled to a different state, I was supposed to get arrested and incarcerated for 10 months. After that, I started fighting for my life because they want to deport me. And I was fighting not to get separated from my wife.
Appreciate it.
17 months later. Anyway, to cut the story short, with all the trauma and everything you've been through, your growing up in childhood, how's the process like? What gives you the drive every day from that time until now?
What gives me the drive? So, I'm a big faith believer. I believe in God.
Amen.
Guess what? I don't give a flying fuck if you don't. I don't judge nobody. I don't give a shit.
Amen.
Life is fucked and people do you. But this is what keeps me going. For the longest time, I was a victim. Why did my dad do this? Why was this? Why was that? Why was this? Why was that? That's all I talk about. It wasn't until I was 24 years old and I was fat, I looked in the mirror and said, "I'll change my life." And so I got to change this thought process. So how I talk to God is very medieval. You know how you have your own relationship with God? Ain't nobody fucking else's. It's your own. So I created my own. So I sat there in that mirror one day and I couldn't lose the weight fast enough and I was getting depressed. I said, "Okay, God, all right, you wanna fuck with me like that, huh? You wanna keep fucking with me, huh? Okay. I'm gonna do you one. I believe in life you get judged. And I know that God knows all about you. Okay? So when I get to heaven, God's gonna be sitting there looking at my board saying, "You did this. I knew you could do all this." But what I wanted most of all was to see some motherfucking scribble at the bottom. And I go, "What's that?" Because I know all. But not even I knew that you could do that shit. Okay? So that's what kept me going. I wanted to do more than what even God thought I could do. It's just a mindset. That's all it was. So it keeps me going. All right, I got it. I'll get you next. Go ahead. And if you can, ask a question, because I got a lot of people I want to get to. Go for it.
I had a similar physical transformation in my life very recently. I lost 65 pounds
Amazing.
because of like the best personal trainer in Chicago, and she turned me on to you. And I had some similarities with you growing up, but one question I could think of to ask you was, what would you tell your younger self?
That's tough, man. It's easy. It's a tough question, but it's very easy. I had to ignore the noise. Not the noise from everybody else. The noise I was saying to myself. The most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. It's not the one we're having right now, it's the one you walk around with every fucking day of your life. What the fuck are you saying to yourself? Like, there's a lot of people when I was going through training, they sat there and they look all motivated and shit. I got guys who I know who killed themselves, and the day before, they look great. They're fine. I couldn't tell that they were messed up. But in that daily dialogue, it was evil as fuck. And we all have it. So you have to learn, you have to teach your young son, daughter, whatever you have, that you have to learn how to talk to yourself. If you can't do that right, you're doomed. It's done. It's over.
God bless you.
All right, I can go over here. You ready to stand up? It's coming. It's coming.
Hello, sir. My name is Lucas.
What's up, bro?
How you doing? I'm a Navy veteran. I was a rescue swimmer for 7 years.
Look at you.
And thank you. I got diagnosed with PTSD. I got hooked with sleeping pills, and your words motivated me to change my life.
Appreciate you.
It took about a year, and now I'm in the best shape of my life, and I want to thank
Look
you.
at you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. The female right back here. Yes, right there. Nope. Go back. Turn around. Yep. Right there.
The black shirt on?
Yep. Right there in the black.
So much. Thank you so much. So I'm very grateful. I'm sorry for my bad English, by the way. So I'm very, very grateful for you, David, because you changed my life. I've been acting like a victim all my life until I know you, because I came from an abusive mother. So since I know you, my life changed totally. So I just have to tell you, thank you for saving my life. My life changed forever. I'm a mother from 2 children. So thank God for knowing you, because this is my new life is so much better. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We got a big man in front here. Stand up. Get in right here. Oh, damn, boys. Get up like you smoking shit. God. Big ass Dwight Howard shoulder hat. See, you got me all changed up now. I'm like backing up and shit like, what's up, y'all?
So, first of all, I just want to say thank you. I brought my friend here. We listened to you. You saved our lives. We listened to you through every single workout, academic motivation, all of it. But I got a serious question. Growing up, I kind of had the similar situation as you did with your father, Ernest. And I grew up in a really, really abusive household, and it really does fuck with me.
Sure does.
Every day.
Sure does.
And I just wanted to ask you, I became pretty successful, and my dad's kind of coming back, and I see he's trying to work for forgiveness.
Right.
And it's just a lot of the shit he did, I just really can't forgive. And how would you, if Ernest came back to you right now, you know, how would you go about it?
Okay. It's a great question. I'm going to give you a really quick answer.
Yeah.
I've had 2 heart surgeries. Okay? After my first heart surgery, my dad called me. So I hadn't talked to my dad for a lot of years. Last time I saw him, I was 12 years old. Then I saw him again when I was, I think, 22. And I was like 300 pounds, all fucked up. I had to go back to see him to kind of fix myself. That's a part of me, man. His DNA is my DNA. Period, dot. So he was a hard motherfucker. Mean, hard man. So he reached out to me when I was 30-something years old, after my first heart surgery. I got the voice message. I never picked up the phone. I should have picked up the fucking phone. Because he's dead now. And I think about him all the time. Not because I miss him. He fucked up my mind, fucked me up. He's a part of your life. He's your father. I don't forgive my dad either. I can't. It's impossible. But he was trying to forgive himself. And I didn't allow the motherfucker to do that. And that's bad on him. So it's bad on you if you don't allow him to say, I fucked up. So, you right there. This guy here stand up.
I got one simple question for you, David.
Yes, sir.
What was the workout routine today before you came here? How many miles did you run?
All right, that's easy. So, me and my boy right here, actually got you on video. So we went downstairs, we did an hour cardio session, then we went up to my room, and we did 45 minutes of push-ups, 15 push-ups on the 45 second before I got out of here. So you can do the math yourself, it's a lot of damn push-ups.
That's a lot of push-ups.
Yeah, a lot of push-ups. That's what we did. I got in here, and then we'll go back, and we'll get something to eat, and we'll do another cardio session tonight.
That's awesome. Can I get a selfie?
What's up?
Can I get a selfie?
Can you what?
Selfie. Like
Get your ass up here real quick.
Yeah, lucky ass. No way, dude.
Say about you, son. All right. Look at
Yeah.
you. You kids nowadays. All right, so come over here. The people stand up right there. attitude.
Good afternoon.
Yes,
David
sir.
fucking Goggins. Alright, so real quick, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done.
Hey, yo, 1 second, please. Hey, yo, sir. You in the jacket, where you going? Yeah, you better sit the fuck back down. No, we leaving, I'm talking. I'm playing, dog. I got jokes. Right, go ahead.
Alright, first of all, I just want to say thank you. I'm still active duty. I'm actually retiring next year.
Respect.
Thank you. I have a whole division. Listen to your book on audio. I want to tell you, I absolutely hate running too. But I did my first half marathon, my first marathon, and I listened to you all the way. So thank you very much. One question. When are we doing the 4 miles in 48 hours? What's the next challenge?
It's in March.
In March?
We're doing it in March.
Okay.
We're doing
Can
it in
I take
March.
a picture with you for my sailors?
I love it. We'll hook it up.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate you.
Let's go way back here. The person stand up in the white shirt, jacket, waving. Over to your left, far left. Stand up on the chair or something. Or maybe that tall. I have no idea. You were that tall, weren't you? God. Yeah, you see him stand up. He gonna let you know who he is.
David,
You got that old sexy voice, boy.
well, hold on, because I'm about to lay some serious shit. It's gonna be quick though, but I have ADHD, PTSD, anxiety, depression. When I was 17 years old, my mom was brutally murdered, and I found her when I came home from school. And that has damaged me up until this day. I'm 24. I'm trying to change my life right now. I feel like, at the beginning of this year, I was 250 pounds. Now I'm under 220. It's not much, but it's something. And my question is, I just want to know, how do you there's a lot of chaos in life that looms above us. How do you work and focus while that chaos is there?
Motherfucker, it's above us, it's in us, it's around us, it's all through, it's everywhere. That chaos is everywhere. So I hate to hear about your mom. That's horrible. My mom was about to get married, about 2 weeks from getting married, and my stepdad got brutally murdered in the garage of our house. So I hate to hear about that. I sympathize with you, so I definitely, I hate that. The chaos. Let's talk about some chaos. What I'd like to do is this. What do you want to be in life, young man?
An actor.
A what?
An actor.
Okay. So how are you going to achieve that being an actor?
Well, luckily, I had two parents who were actors, and they, my mom has worked beyond her death. Friends of hers have helped me along the way. I've done an episode of Chicago Fire and 2 feature films. So I'm trying, and I'm fighting, doing what I can, and I'm trying to push through, but yeah, sometimes, just trying to do basic things. And stay
My question to you is this,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but I gotta get to the question real quick.
Yeah.
Where's your chaos?
It's everywhere.
What is your chaos?
What is my chaos?
Yes. I can tell you exactly the fuck my shit was.
It's fear.
Fear of what?
Of the unknown. I think because of so much chaos.
You know what? I'm gonna give you something, man.
Yeah.
I was afraid of water. I was afraid to jump on the airplanes. I was afraid of shooting guns. I was afraid of myself. I was afraid of everything. And guess what? Nothing happened to me. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the fear you have, you fear something that won't probably ever happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just paralyzing you.
Yes.
So you need to realize that your life right now, Chicago Fire, man, it ain't that fucking bad. And you need to start thinking about how your life really is. You lost your mom, but your mom is saying, I'm still living for you, right?
Yeah. I have a necklace that says she lives through me.
So guess what you gotta do now?
Yeah.
You gotta ignore the fear, ignore the chaos, and live for who? Live for who? Live for your mother. Ignore everything else. Live for your mother, man. That's your motivation.
Wow.
That's it. Right here. Yes, you. They're coming behind you. They're coming behind you. gotta turn that shit up.
I don't know if
You gotta turn that shit down.
I don't know if by any chance you remember me, but I'm the crazy guy who watched you, got inspired by you, did a 500 calorie workout for 334 days in a row, tags you like a crazy person.
I remember your dumbass. Come up here.
Wait, who?
I remember your dumb, annoying ass. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna sit your ass right the fuck here. No. You bugged my ass for 300 fucking days. Please get back to me, Goggins. I'm gonna embarrass your ass and put you right the fuck here. Come on. No. You're my guest. Sit your ass down. All right.
Love.
Right here. I got you. 2 hands up in the black. Hey, you got your dream. You don't know.
Hello, Mr. Goggins.
Hang on 1 second. What's up? After we do this, stay up here. All right.
Mr. Goggins. May I please request to have the honor of running with you tonight?
Running with me tonight?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry about that, man. Me and my boy haven't seen each other in a while. I gotta give him some shit. It's a little bit of a best friend Goggins time. Just shit talking. So that's my time, man. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, well, that's what I'm going can you please sign your books that never finish and can't hurt me?
When this is over, bring him up here. When it's over.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Let me go. Hey, go back to the very back. Give the mic to somebody in the very back. I can't even see him, bro. There's a guy in a white shirt, waving his hands, spazzing out. You'll see him. Can't miss him. How you feel, bro?
David,
Just like that shirt, boy.
what fucking pisses you off the most? Every day you wake up.
So what pisses me off the most?
Yeah, what gets you angry in the morning?
This motherfucker right here. This is my motherfucking nerve. On my Instagram account, I got this motherfucker right here saying, I'm not gonna stop till you until you notice me. I'm not gonna stop till you notice me. Guess what I did? I noticed his ass day one. I said, keep on doing them motherfucking push-ups and pull-ups, bitch.
Also, can I take a picture? Can I take a selfie?
Not yet. I gotta get some more. I got five.
Please.
5 more questions. Hey, just pass the mic to somebody. Pass the mic, start talking. All right.
Hi, David. My name is Giselle.
Crystal.
No, Giselle.
Oh, my fault. I don't drink. I just. All right, go ahead.
You said you believe in God. I just wanted to know what your testimony, what point in your life you surrendered your life to God.
When?
Yes.
When I came out the womb. No, I'm serious.
After pursuing.
I'm not. I don't get off on all that other shit. When I was able to have a thought in my head, the only reason why I'm up on stage right now, through all the darkness in my life, I was blessed because when I was real little, the reason why I jumped on my father when I was 5 to help my mom out, it wasn't my scared ass. It was God saying, get the fuck up, boy, and help your mom.
Thanks, Bruder. Oh, if you want to send me a picture.
They don't want a picture.
I just wanted a picture.
No, you can't get, there's no 2 questions. There's 1 question. Okay, what's your second question?
No, that was my question.
A picture?
Yeah,
God! When it's over, come up here and get a picture with me. Pass the mic. All right, get these 2 guys right here standing up. Over here. Yeah, you right there. I got you. I'm gonna get you for sure. Don't even worry about that one. Okay, I'll go over there. No, you got some rowdy ass. All right, go ahead.
Hey, David. So, a lot of us in the room listen to you when we work out.
Right.
My question to you is, what do you listen to when you work out? And then if you sign my arm, I will get it tattooed tomorrow.
Yeah.
No.
He
So, who I
wilding.
listen to when I work out? I don't listen to anybody.
Just silence.
Silence, you know why? Once again, it goes back to being that leader. I can help you get to a certain point and then cut me the fuck off. Because now, all I am is a jump starter. All motivation is supposed to be is a jump starter. It's not supposed to be a permanent fix to get your life going. Because then, you gotta use David Goggins to get you going. What happens if David Goggins ain't fucking there, and you got your team there? You gotta take David Goggins' shit, rewrap it, repackage it, and use it for your own. Alright?
I appreciate that. What about that tattoo though? Come on, man.
Okay, what do you think about it?
I swear.
Come over here. Alright. I got 3 more questions. Y'all are hating like a motherfucker. Oh, Goggins for president, get them! Goggins for president, get that person, Goggins for president. Goggins for president, gotta get them. Alright, 3 more questions. You guys can hang me after that later. You guys can pissed off like a motherfucker.
My question is, what's your next goal in your life?
Ooh, you know what's funny? Johnny, how many times have I told you I got something coming up in 6 months? So I told my best friend I got something coming up in 6 months, and guess what I told him? I ain't gonna tell you shit. Trying to tell you shit. All right here, man. In the hat.
Hey David, Kyle here. So, our true beliefs show up when we're truly tested. Do you find that constant suffering and pushing oneself to be the key to hardening, empowering beliefs inside yourself and uncovering limiting beliefs within yourself? And what do you think are the best ways to identify and rewire the beliefs, the most fundamental bottom layer part of who we are?
So this is my answer, and take it for what you want. The only way you can really strengthen anything is through a suffering process. I'm not saying you gotta suffer immensely. I'm not saying you gotta suffer like I have. But that's when it becomes permanent. People who look for this quick fix, it's not permanent. To make it permanent, you have to have a recall of how bad something sucked. The recall comes back from the early mornings, the times when no one's there, the times when you are doing it alone. You don't forget that, nor do you go back to the person that you once were. So yes, I believe that that's the only way to do it is through suffering. All right. One more question. All right. Let's go right here to our side. I get one more question. God, let me feel guilty like a motherfucker, man. I feel guilty as hell. All right, go ahead.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
Hayes, 62 years old, former Marine.
Oh, yeah, Semper Fi. Johnny,
hoorah! David, I want to say thank you for saving my life.
I appreciate you, sir.
I went through a very similar situation like everybody else, but really rough. My mom passed away, and it shed one tear. My wife said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I think she's gone. She will have to deal with these things. My dad passed away, I was starting like a baby. Snots everywhere. I don't get you. I said, the beast is gone. It's gone. But out of it all, it made me a better man, a better husband, and a better father.
I appreciate you, sir. Hey, we got one more. Stand right here. Okay, now hang on a second. Before you even start, you're my boy, brother. I appreciate you. Yes. So hey, was it 4 years ago? How long ago was it?
For what?
When your brother reached out to me?
I did. I have.
So was it 4 years ago when that happened?
About that.
About 4 years ago. You know what? Just give me your question. I have you share with people whatever you want to, man.
Thank you. So my name's Brian Swift, aka the Quadfather. Question: what is your definition of grit, and how did you become so gritty?
It's kind of hard answering that question from your ass, bro. It's kind of hard because I look at you as a gritty motherfucker. But I'm humble and I will answer it. I will definitely answer it. So I chose the road that no one wanted to travel. I didn't want no one traveling down my fucking road. I didn't want stop signs, I didn't want street lights, I didn't want aid state, I don't know that. I wanted a road that no one wanted to go there. Because I knew that if I could make it through that road, on the other side of that would be a better David Goggins. Not for anybody else, but for me. And so what made me gritty was I sought out every hard thing that scared the living shit out of me and said, I gotta take that down. I didn't want to live in any fear. If something scared me, we gotta go do it. And that's what I think made me the greatest motherfucker on the planet Earth, was just seeking out the things that I never wanted to do and then doing them like I loved them. That's it.
Thank you. Self-imposed discomfort.
Self-imposed discomfort?
And if you don't create self-imposed discomfort, you will never succeed through those tough times.
Yes, sir.
Like you.
True statement.
God bless.
God bless you, sir. Appreciate you. You're the last one. Yep, you're the last one. I'll take it.
Hello. So, I brought my son here, Angelo. He's 14.
What's your name, son?
Angelo.
All right.
So, how we got here was I was cleaning up his room one day, and I saw this book. My son does not read, okay? And yeah, he is not a reader by any means. And I was just like, what's this? Like, how did he get it? Obviously, I didn't buy it. And I asked him, and he, on his own accord, found you, used his own debit card, bought the book, and not to get too sentimental, but he relates with you a lot on a lot of different levels, and he's very hard to move. And so my question to you is, if you were to tell your mom one thing growing up that you felt like you needed or you lacked as a man growing up without a father figure, what would you tell your mom? Or where would that sentiment be to tell other moms something that they could use where they feel like it's okay, because we do feel that guilt?
I was fortunate. My mom just said, you know what, son? She sat me down. When we left the Roosters, me and her, I was 8 years old, she sat me down. She never hid anything from me. Nothing. It was a very, very brutal life. She didn't shelter me from death, from harm, from the shit she was going through. And she made me man the fuck up. Because she knew, hey, David, I'm all you have, and you're all I have. So I can't hide it from you. So in that process, a man was formed by the simple fact of her treating me as someone that she didn't hide life from. When you hide life from your kids, guess what's going to happen? People tell me I'm not going to have my kid. You have such a great message, David, but you cuss too much. So my kid, I don't want my kid to listen to your message, okay? Your kid's going to leave home one day, and there's a person that's going to motherfuck him to death. Okay? That's just life. So if you protect your kid right now from what real life is going to bring to him, he will never be a man. He'll never be a woman. He'll never be what he's supposed to be. This is how it is. So, your book signed? I'll do it in a second. All right. Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta shut it off. I can be here all fucking night. I know you guys hate me. But hey, we all do me a favor. Don't stand up. 1 second, please. I'm gonna end on this real quick, guys. First of all, I appreciate you all for staying. I mean, damn. Question and answer went a long time. Everybody stayed. Mad respect. Thank you very much. With that said, though, I'm gonna these words. There's gonna be times when life kicks you in your ass. There's gonna be times when you don't want to do what you want to do. Trust me, I know that very well. A lot of you know that very well, which is why you started following me. You started following me because, not because I could fucking run, or I lost weight, or I wasn't that smart, or I was abused, my mom was abused. You followed me for all those reasons because why God, for some reason, put me here to connect with many people. When I was trying to sell my book, I sold over 8 million copies of Can't Hurt Me. When I was trying to sell my book, I went to somebody and they said, hey, no one's going to want your book. I said, why? He said, it's a great story, but only 13% of the world is black. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, he thought that was my fucking audience. No, my audience is all of you. My audience is anybody that wanted something like there's no tomorrow, and they keep trying to get where they need to go. So in life, we can be beat up. There was times I want to sit in that chair at a 100-mile race and not get up. There's times in my third hell week where I didn't want to continue moving. There was times when people said, David, you're crazy. What the fuck are you doing? And all I could look at them and say, hey, I'm not crazy, I'm just not you. There were so many times in life where the real David Goggins didn't want to stand up. He wanted to sit down and disappear. But I just kept moving forward. And at the end of the day, remember these motherfucking words. That comes from passion. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.